Alright guys, welcome back to Rudz Racing. So today we're at Tuner Galleria. We got a couple customers here for sure. Andy Cepetto with his FK8 Civic Type R. We've done quite a bit of work to that car, anything from exterior mods to engine bay, dress up, and suspension, and so much more. He's also kind of debuting his new set of wheels that he got and that we mounted and balanced for him. Pretty cool. And then we also got Lewis for sure. He's got his black Acura RSX, and that car he literally like just left it with us for a week. We put on some suspension, did a camber kit, and pretty much went full stance car. It's on the ground. We lowered it, but he lowered it even more for the event, and yeah, it should be a good time. It's my first time at Tuner Galleria, and DJ is probably like 10th time at Tuner Galleria, so we'll see if maybe we link up with him, and we'll just see how it goes. Alright guys, we're here at Tuner Galleria with Lewis. He just got his car like 3 weeks ago, and we've been working on it since, and he finally made it.
So my name's Lewis. I have a 2004 Acura RSX Type S. I bought it about 3 weeks ago at the auction. The car was shitty as fuck. The car was crashed probably like 3 times, so it needed a lot of work done to it. I ended up changing the trunk, bumper, I put the Type R wing. I took it to Rudz Racing like 2 weeks ago. I literally had the car for a week, and then I hit up DJ to do the work. He did the suspension, camber kit, put the wheels, and then at his shop I also had a guy come and buff out the whole car. So the car came out fucking dope. So you guys can see the wheels. He did -10 camber in the rear. The front, I forgot how much camber we did. It was like -5? Yes. -5 or 6. But I had lowered the front a lot more, so you can see, just to have the car as low as I can here at the show. I mean, the car came out dope as fuck. I take all my cars to him. I had a Type R also, took it to DJ. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna just pass this back to this guy.
He's on the opposite end of the building than Lewis, but here he is. Hello everybody, just here with my car at Tuner Galleria, sporting my new wheels that I just got a couple days ago, installed by Rudz. They threw the tires on, excellent fitment, so just kind of sporting around, just kind of walking around. They did a lot of stuff in the engine bay, got that cleaned up, and one of the coolest spots they just finished doing was my front splitter. They chassis mounted this, so now I don't have to worry about when I'm driving on the street, or if I take it to the track, I'll be able to keep that nice and solid. So yeah, Rudz has done a lot of stuff for my car. I love them. Their fabricators are absolutely amazing. They turn things around pretty quickly, and it's always a good quality work. So I'm here showing it off before the car season starts, just networking and getting some other ideas, and just kind of having all around fun. So what do you got going on after this event? After this event, it's a little bit of a pause until April. There's not too much things in March, so once April comes around, there'll be a few track things that happen. We got the Tail of the Dragon coming up in May, so that'll be fun. The first week of May, I'll be posting that. It should be pretty good, but after that, we got Grid Life, we got Western Honda Meet, so a lot of cool stuff happening. My car will be at all those events, so if you miss me here, I'll be there. But any questions, I always tell people, check with Rudz Racing. They all got my numbers, they got my specs. They're the ones that work on my car specifically, so yeah, but just having fun. So what's up with your set of wheels that you just got? These are the Mugans that are on there. I didn't even drive with them here, because there was just too much salt on the road and all that. And this is the number 2 set that I bought off of King Motorsports. I actually put in the order in 2017, so I've been waiting for them for that many years, and they just came last week. So
panels on the car. And after removing the front wheel shield and keeping the headliner in place, I think the cage came out really great. I think DJ did a really fabulous job of getting the cage and the crossbars and the sidebars really tucked into place where I could cut out the dash and keep the stock dash and keep the stock door panels without modifying the door panels. The only thing is on the rear, I had a specific, I wanted to make sure that I had enough support in the rear, so DJ did the double crossbar in the rear behind the seats, as well as going down to the top of the strut bars. We painted the cage to match the same color of the exterior of the car, which is Supersonic Blue Pearl. So it's OEM color. This is the way that car came from the factory. The car has original VIN matching fenders and basically everything, including the bumpers. The only thing that isn't is the block, because it came from a 98, which also was Supersonic Blue Pearl. It's another story there that I'm not going to have to go into, but just talked to DJ, and one of the things that I'm looking to do in the future is retune the car. So the current setup makes about 630 wheel horsepower and about 23, 24 pounds of boost. And in terms of the mixed setup that I want to go for is I want to do a drag and a road racing setup. I want to have a dual map configuration. It's tuned on a Honda S300 right now. Possibly looking at doing a Helltech ECU upgrade and a retune. The other thing is, like, I have a plan for doing a transmission swap with a quite sequential transmission on it. And in that case, I may end up upgrading the entire engine setup to a K series. So at one point, I'd probably reach out to DJ for some help on that. But again, I've owned this car since 2004. I brought it to basically 1.6, which was the same shop location that DJ basically worked for. And great friends with Mark, took it over. I didn't know about DJ really until my buddy Joe brought his RX-7 there and an issue with the turbo seal blowing. So went up to Wisconsin before that transfer happened, and DJ did a really good job of fixing up the RX-7 with the RB25 swap in there, and so I trusted DJ because I saw the work that he'd done on the cages in the cars in the shop there. So I think DJ did an amazing job basically getting exactly what I wanted, tucking it, keeping it tight to the headliner, to the windshield, and to the door panels, where it required less modification on my part. But again, this is my 99 Integra TSR.
SR20 drag pack. It's a basic SR20. Has a little bit of add-ons, 62 precision. We got 1150cc injectors, still running 93 right now. I gotta go bigger injectors for E85 and all that other stuff. Run a AEM standalone. Maybe we'll change that in the future. We'll get something newer in there. Besides that, it's a drag car. It's something you don't see too often. It's unique to its build. You know, most people drift these cars. Right now, it's has yet to see a dyno. I'm on a startup tune, but here's my car.
V16A swap in it. I don't think it's the original motor. He just didn't want to be on camera right now, so I'm kind of winging it. But yeah, he's on T37s, and I believe he's got pretty low miles, something about like 100K, something like that. He's got Soul Creations, headlight covers, pretty cool little touch, and I mean, more or less everything looks pretty stock and clean. I believe last time we seen this car, it was in for fuel lines, and then it also got in alignment. So yeah, just little things like that, and yeah, it's here. Alright guys, back at the shop. Overall, it was a pretty good time. We just hung out, and of course there was Junior's SI and then Anthony's S13 that I thought would be there. I didn't know the SI would be there. I knew the S13 would be there, but I honestly had no idea when it came down to it, and it's just a good surprise seeing them all there. Yeah, so I mean, just to kind of end off the video, just wanted to say thanks for watching, and yeah, I guess what you could be looking forward to is the S10. K-Swap S10 pretty much getting close to being on its first startup, almost done, and then after that we'll start going into tearing down the car. Yeah, pretty much all the fun stuff that's going to happen now. Fuel system's pretty much done. We got Haltech pretty much almost wired up, and yeah, just waiting on that first start. Well, yeah, that's about it. Catch you guys later.